Okay. This is actually a 2-hour video of him soloing this boss. A literal 2-hour video of soloing this boss. Wow. Okay. All right. Current tier raid boss, Shriekwing solo. Here we go.
Hey guys. Today I'm gonna showcase one of the most insane solos I've ever done.
Okay.
And that is Shriekwing. I've done a lot of longer solos in the past, but nothing like this one.
Okay.
This one required a lot of kiting, as well as having constant focus for hours. If I were to do a few missteps, or miscalculate distance on my infernal leap, or even if the hitboxes would screw up, I would die.
Jesus.
I'm a bit surprised this is doable, because a lot of things had to align for it to be possible.
Wait, so he's
the main
kiting him?
ability Shriekwing does to tanks, exsanguinating bite, only at a 20 yards range.
Holy shit.
Shriekwing will also stand still while casting it. It is unusual for bosses to have this small range on their main ability, but thanks to that, he is kiteable.
So he's actually gonna kite him around the entire time as a demon hunter.
Well, he does have one after 8 minutes, but his Berserk only increases physical damage, not magic. Neither will it increase his movement speed, like for example Hungering Destroyer.
Okay, so he runs you down.
He is, however, passively 50 or 60% faster than your standard movement speed.
Jesus Christ.
And will catch up to most classes. Except Demon Hunters. Demon Hunters,
I see. Okay.
Move 79% faster.
Okay.
I also got a movement speed build and low eye level boots to make me move at 130% baseline movement speed. The outline of the room makes it so he will cut you off. But Vengeance Infernal Leap with the talent Abyssal Strike only has a 12-second cooldown, which is perfect to be able to avoid him.
So he's gonna kite him around the entire time with Enrage.
That is unless you fail with it.
Yeah, holy shit. So if you get hit once, it's over.
Disappear over time. And his other magic damage from Wave of Blood won't deal much damage because it ain't increased by Berserk.
Oh my god.
He does have one painful ability, and that is when he descends upon you after echolocation expires. This has a huge chunk of physical damage, and he casts it quite often.
Yeah.
I knew about this solo being possible for a while, but I lacked the healing to survive it, since Vengeance Demon Hunters need to be in melee range to use most of their healing.
So what do you do? That
was until patch 9.0.5, when they changed Demon Hunter Necrolord ability, Forge to the Flame, to randomly spawn a demon that heals you for a massive 25% HP when you kill it. As well as buffing Fleshcraft to 40%.
So he changed his Covenant just to do this?
Changing to Necrolord, along with using my defensives wisely to prevent damage taken, was enough to keep me alive at range. Well, how about my damage done? Vengeance isn't meant for doing range damage either, so I had to get the DPS trinket to speed up the process. Originally, I only had one DPS trinket, the Dreadfire Vessel, since I wanted my other trinket to be Sanguine Vintage for survival. The time of the solo would be about 3.5 hours. Ultimately, I decided to cut down on my survival and remove the Sanguine Vintage to use another DPS trinket, the Scalco Wing.
3 hours.
Which would drop the time down to 2.5 hours.
3 fucking hours, man.
It was a choice between 2.5 hours of intense combat, since the boss ability damage would be lethal if I didn't use my defense correctly, or 3.5 hours of my survival being completely fine, unless I lost focus when kiting, and got hit by a bite.
Oh my god.
For my legendary...
You think about like how many times this took. Like I would assume like 20 hours, like 15 hours at least, I would assume, of just kiting this bird around, or the bat around. That's crazy.
I tried Judgment of the Arbiter.
Well, he's got wings, he's a bird.
But it wasn't worth it, because Throw Glaive isn't able to proc it for some reason. So the legendary I went with was Spirit of the Darkness Flame, which thankfully got fixed last week. It was bugged before, since the patch, and didn't do any healing. Every 45 seconds, you get a tiny bit of rest. That is when the boss casts Ear-Splitting Shriek.
Yeah, that's the only time he can do damage or like make distance.
As well as channeling Fleshcraft or reapplying
the
Phase 2 is no longer active during Berserk, which means there will be no real downtime, so you need constant focus for hours without break.
Holy shit.
Good news, however, is that you're allowed one fail every 8 minutes thanks to Last Resort. It does save you,
I like how you're supposed to use Last Resort like once a fight, but in this, he's gonna probably use it like 50 times. It doesn't even matter because it just keeps happening over and over and over. Yeah, multiple resorts, exactly.
You can still die shortly after if you ain't lucky with demon procs, or if you're out of defensives.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
As you can imagine, it was a real challenge having to keep focus for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I bet.
With quite a lot of wipes.
I can't do it for 2.5 minutes.
As well as the pathing. If you want to see the full solo,
God.
I'll have a link in the description. I'll also add a list of other consumables I used.
But he actually did do it.
Hope you guys enjoyed the solo.
I mean, obviously he actually did do it. I mean, he's at 64,000 health. This is so stupid. Like, these videos are so fucking dumb, man. Watch yeah, I said watch the Bellurin N'Zoth video too. I know. I want to watch the gold video, and then I'll probably watch the Bellurin N'Zoth video. I think that's probably the better idea. Or I could just watch the Bellurin N'Zoth video now. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. This is the perfect example. I have nothing better to do. Yeah, I think this is a good way to see that, you know, Shadowlands, you know, it's time for them to introduce some new content into Shadowlands now. Obviously, it's definitely time for it. Dude, I would fuck this up so fast. Like, I'm such dog shit at, like, doing the same thing for, like, I lose focus in, like, 3 seconds. I'm like, that's it, dude. I'm done. Blizzard Lord Anima prices, people will start playing and farm Anima? No, they won't. Nobody gives a shit about that. When is Nilotha mythic? Nilotha mythic? Oh boy. That'd be a lot. I could probably do that tomorrow. I maybe do that tomorrow. Would you guys want to do that tomorrow? See if I could clear it and get the achievements? That'd be good. So, I mean, it goes without saying that I'm really glad to see that REXTROY is back making videos again. I'm very glad to see that. I was obviously worried for a while because he stopped making videos. I thought he disappeared or Shadowlands was too well designed. Can you imagine how fucking... Imagine fucking it up right now. Jesus. So I just want to see for myself, just so I know that it exists. Okay. This is actually a 2-hour video of him soloing this boss. A literal 2-hour video of soloing this boss. Wow. Okay. All right. That's fucking insane. That's nuts, man. He did a few tweets about his disappearance. Okay, well, that's good to keep people in the loop. I'm glad that he did that. You should watch the new Actman video. We were going... No, we're not... We're not gonna watch the 2-hour video, okay, man? It's not gonna happen. I understand people want to see something like that. No, we're not doing it. That's too much reactions even for me, okay?